Hey guys, what's up? So currently it is, what's the date today? Monday, January 27th. We are currently at 6,086 followers. So we're close to 6,100. Not bad, not bad. I did post the this yesterday, so it's doing super good. So thank you everyone that, engaged in that post. I appreciate it a lot, even though it's just a single post, not even a carousel. Today I think what I'll be doing is basically continuing off with the work that I was doing last night and just figuring out more of the e-commerce assets side of things. And I think I'm planning to do the surprise drop for carbon copy tomorrow, maybe. It just depends on how productive I'll be today. I'll probably be making more labels, for orders and stuff like that. What else? But yeah, I was actually like, I don't know if you guys see this, but this is my Pokemon binder. It's my personal collection of things that I've pulled and things that I've bought. It's not full yet, but there's still a couple of pages that are empty. So I brought the binder because I was contemplating if I should sell some of my singles to my local game store, just because some of them I didn't expect the value to go up like really high, especially this card right here. So if you guys are into Pokemon, you guys probably know this card. It's the Jesse and James card. The value of this card was less than $7 at that time, and currently, apparently, it's on for over 100 Canadian, which is crazy. This is not a Pokemon channel, but I just want to share to you guys the other stuff that interests me as of current. But yeah, Pokemon is one of them for sure. I'll be setting up the Resurgence website today by adding the storage box, making a product page for that, making sure the assets for that website looks clean. Also, I'm going to be adding the RSG belt product page, and that's it for the e-commerce side of things. But yeah, for sure, like everything needs to be done by Wednesday because like early access for Resurgence will start on Thursday. So today I am wearing the Chimera jacket. Forgot to mention it. Just testing out some stuff because yes, I've been wearing this quite a bit. That's why I'm gonna try to wear it a couple more times and see where if there's any pain points to this garment, or is this something that's I need to continue reiterating or improving. But so far, there's not really much problems besides the fact that it's 2 layers, right? So for sure, you can feel the bulk of it, and that's something that I don't think I could really change. Yeah, I think I should stop blabbering, and I think we should head inside. Okay. The weather is so nice outside. But we got work to do, so yeah. Just gonna turn on the lights and stuff. Hopefully the heater isn't too loud, hopefully. Oh. There you go. Okay, so my mind is everywhere right now, but I think that setting up the website might be the most easiest thing for me to do right now, instead of being stuck in an analysis paralysis. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that. Wherein you just have so many things to do. You know that you have a lot of things to do, but hopefully the thing isn't too loud. But anyways, when you have so much things to do and you spend a lot, a majority of your brain power thinking about the things you need to do versus actually just starting to do them, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I always tend to like end up in that position, not gonna lie. And I think like the best way to like, you know, to combat that is basically just do it, I guess. So, oop, let me just set this up. Oh yeah, also, I found this. So, I actually made this bag back in 2019. It's basically a quote unquote see-through bag, right? But now it's definitely not see-through. It's actually pretty dirty. It's because I actually made this my travel bag for like all my toiletries and things like that. So this is basically just a lot of like honestly like toothpaste residue, which I should clean up. But this is a very good point of reference for me when I decide to make a new bag, which surprisingly, yes, I am designing a new one, but definitely not PVC material because it is. I know it's very dirty, but it is so yellow now compared to when I first remember this. Even if you look at like where the seams are and things like that, where everything is sewn together, it's like it's super yellow. Definitely comparing it to the strap. Of course, the strap will never turn yellow because it's not made of plastic, right? Same material, but I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's quite noticeable IRL. It's a cool concept, but for sure it's not the best. I do think that my only mistake in making this bag is making it all white. So if it leaned more towards the darkish black color, especially with like the material, if it was like more like a frosted black, maybe it could have concealed a lot of the whitening. I mean the yellowing of this bag. But you know, 2019 me didn't know that much, and I just thought that making a cool see-through bag was, honestly, a cool project to do, right? But for sure, this new bag that I'm trying to design, I want it to be like very multi-purpose. Since you guys know, I'm heavily into the electronic dance music scene. For sure, one of my biggest pain points as someone that goes to a lot of these festivals and events is that, we have to stay hydrated, guys. And I already have this one hydro pack from Lunchbox. It does its job in a way that like, there's like it keeps you hydrated, but it looks very cool, but I feel like it could be better in a lot of regards, right? So, as guys, it's actually very hard for me anyway, to like be fashionable in those type of settings. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like we don't have enough type of garments to choose. Like especially like you girls that are into the EDM scene. You guys have so much choices. It's ridiculous. And us guys barely have jack shit. And the only type of styles that we have are like very like trippy, very hippie looking aesthetics, and I want to change that. I want to make sure that like the things that you wear in a concert slash not concert in a festival slash big EDM events, you can wear them also outside of these events on a random Tuesday. So that's why I have worked with like with Julian or Joels, and also with Rachel Chill. You guys know those two people. Yeah, I'm trying to like slowly trying to that's a key word, influence the fashion scene in this genre of music, right? Because honestly, not gonna lie, I feel like, fashion and music coincide with each other, you know, with punk, hip hop, rap, and all these different genres. There's always a fashion style that's tied to these genres, right? But for me, entering the EDM scene almost 3 years ago, there's a lot left to be desired, for sure. Um, all I know is that yes, EDM merch does sell quite good because it's apparent. Whenever you go to these type of events, people are wearing artist merch of their favorite artists, and things like that. But then the disconnect is when there's no event, you don't see these guys wearing these excision jerseys. You don't see these people wearing pashminas like at a random restaurant on a random Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to change that, and I think that it's very doable, right? In and it also, like, think about it in a marketing perspective. It also helps the artist, right? Get their name out. It won't be cool if, like, you know let's say with Joel's, me let's just say he goes to the city, to Calgary, to play once a year. So you're saying the people that bought his merch will only wear it once, and it's during his event, for the most part anyway, right? Would be nice if, like, even just 30% of the year his shirt can be worn by, you know like, people be wearing it, like, on random days. Won't that be, like, good marketing as well? Because people be like, oh, that's a sick shirt. Where do you get it from? Oh, I got it from the Resurgence and this artist that I listen to named Jewels. Won't that be cool? Like, connecting fashion with the EDM scene? Maybe. Maybe I'm just yapping, but it's something that I am very passionate about. And especially, it's two things that, like, I enjoy in life. It's fashion, designing, and electronic dance music. You know, I have to stop yapping, but and get some work done. I'm actually feeling a bit better today. I felt like I was so tired yesterday, but I just pushed myself. But it's okay. I am glad that I was able to do work yesterday as well. Okay, so I've been editing my website, fixing the photos, making some videos, and I realized that I'm kind of on the fence on how I want to, like, display my products, especially on the website and on Instagram. Because I think, like, sometime last year, I decided to, like, change the way that I do my lay flats. And let me show it to you guys real quick. You probably never browse my website on the desktop, right? Most of y'all check through mobile. But sometime last year, I decided to make my lay flats like this. So it's like the more generic style of putting, clothes on the floor, and then for an e-commerce shot, right, for the website. But what I realized is I kind of don't like it. I think I'd rather have it go back to this style. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, they don't, like, in my opinion, the way that my brain works is that when things are, like, displayed like this, I typically want to buy it more versus if something was displayed like this. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's just me, man. Because, like, if I've laid this, like, kind of like the T-pose type of, like, shape, I don't think it's gonna look as good. So now my intrusive thought is, like, do I take all of these, like, photos again right now just to make the website look more cohesive? Not too sure, but I mean, like, these two photos look way better than like these two, you know, and especially like on the Instagram feed as well. Now that Instagram is slowly moving towards the 4:5 ratio, so it's not square anymore. So that means like if the sleeves are extending way out than usual, that means like there's less space for me to like display the stuff. Like for example, for this one, you know, it just it takes this much space, right, to display this whole garment. I could have made it slightly bigger like this, but the problem is that the sleeves will like go out of bounds, right? So compare that to this post, you know, see, it's like way bigger. Like it takes more space. I think I might change it. Fuck it. I know I have better things to do, but this is just kind of like bothering me. 7 products, 14 photos in total, front and back. I will revert back to the old way that I like display stuff. I think it looks way better. Not sure if I want to do it today because I have a lot of other things to do. But good news though. I mean, like I finished one thing out of this whole day. So far it's 4:19 p.m. Fuck my life. It's pretty simple. I mean, there's nothing really that much to explain on a belt, right? But I did make a video though, a quick video over here, if it plays. So it's basically just showing the clip and how it looks. I think it's pretty cool. It's really hard to lock in sometimes, you know, especially like because I have ADHD. I take meds for it, but it's still very crippling from time to time. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing stuff, even though I know I need to do it. But the thing is, like, yeah, my mind works quite differently. Sometimes I can finish things in an ungodly amount of time. For example, like I can design like 5 different products in a span of 24 hours, like 24 working hours. So that's like 3 days. I can finish that. But then there's times when like it takes me 2 weeks to design one item. I just wish that I could have been more consistent, but you know, I just have to be basically more kind to myself, and that like I am not a machine and I'm not supposed to be producing at a very consistent rate, right? Especially with like the way that this type of business works is that it's all in the brain, it's all in the creativity, it's all in the mindset and mental health. And that I do believe that if you do go into this type of industry, keep your mental health in check for sure. Because not only is it so stressful running all of this, right? It's also stressful that, oh man, like, are the designs that I make for the next drop going to sell? You know, will people like it? Because the moment that you can flop once or twice, you know, I've done it multiple times, but the moment that you consistently flop, then your business just shuts down, and it's just kind of like people saying, like, oh, my designs are not worth the money, right? So that's always that consistent struggle, that consistent anxiety that one day I might just lose the touch, you know. New clothing brand owners do not plan ahead, and that's where the fault is. Imagine if I'm the customer and I buy something from this new clothing brand. I was like, oh man, this hoodie is so cool. I got it. Cool. But the owner or the clothing brand takes another 2 months to get something new made on top of that hoodie that they released. Chances are I probably would have forgotten about them by then, in some sense that like, oh, there's another brand out here within that span of 2 months that I haven't been doing content or making new samples. Oh, there's this new cool TikTok brand. Oh my God, his ideas are so cool. Oh, and then the next day being like, oh shit, there's another brand out here that's doing the same thing but way better. You know, there's always like competition. And as much as I say that there's always room for everybody, which is 100% correct. The thing is, like, you cannot be comfortable when you're first starting out, because how can you grab attention from people when it's already so hard to start in the first place? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all started something, a new Instagram account, a new YouTube account, and you start from like 10 followers. You know how, I'm pretty sure you guys know how hard it is to get those first 100 followers. And the thing is, like, it's the same with the clothing brand, but with extra steps. Now, it's not just getting followers, it's not just getting attention, not just getting views, likes, or comments. Now you have to worry about the second hardest thing, which is getting their money. Like, at the end of the day, this is a business. Making clothes isn't free. As much as I want it to, right? It's a business. The money is the lifeline of the business, and also on top of that, your ideas, right? I know I'm going into like a full rant here and like going everywhere with this like topic, but what I'm saying is, when you start a clothing brand, you cannot stop. Think of the momentum. Think of it as like a snowball. Maybe that snowball rolls for like 5 kilometers and it doesn't grow to as big as you would have wanted it to. But the thing is, as long as that snowball is rolling, you know, the more you make content, the more samples you make, the more designs and ideas you make, even if it's just like in front of like 50 people. If I only have, let's say, 50 people that buy something from me like every month, consistently. Let's just say they spend $100 a month. That's $5,000 a month, guys. That's like, if you put that in the year horizon, 50 people giving me $100 a month, that's around $55,000 USD, which is way more than enough, you know, to live, in my opinion, minus, of course, the taxes, minus the cost of goods and all these things. I feel like I can live off with that. Maybe frugally, but at the very least, I can keep the dream alive, you know? So many distractions out there. There's so many brands. There's so many resources out there that anyone can start a clothing brand in like a snap of a finger. And the moment that you start, you're now competing against the sea. Even I am, like this sea of clothing brand owners trying to make it their living. If you can't even like retain your initial consumer's attention, another brand will take it. That's when you start losing momentum. That's when you start losing sales. That's when you start losing confidence. Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. I've witnessed this firsthand, okay? Like 2020 and 2021 have been my best years in terms of sales and growth ever. The thing was like, I got so burnt out by the end of 2021 that I took a whole year of not doing anything for Resurgence. And that is probably still one of my biggest regrets in my life. But also at the same time, it was a hard lesson. It's because to tie to that point, like early on, is that you have to take care of yourself mentally and physically, because your body and your mind is what churns all these ideas. And that if you're not in the best state of mind, you'll probably will not be able to design the best possible things that you can create. Yeah, after like taking a whole year off, dude, when I started coming back to it, I have lost more than 40 to 50% of my sales, like on the next year, because a lot of people forgot about me, sadly. Yeah, sure, my clothes are still in their closets and stuff like that, but they're not as excited anymore. I think that's what separates great brands from like mediocre brands, is that you have to create excitement for the people that support you, right? Yeah, of course, it's exciting that, oh my God, I got a sale. It's exciting for me, right? But the thing is like, there's only so much, you know, I don't even know how to explain this. basically you just have to keep everyone like excited about your ideas, right? And that if you take a pause, if you stop, just know that it's gonna hinder your growth of your business. And it sucks because even today I am still like it's been 3 years. 3 years, guys. And I am still like trying to climb back to where I was back in 2021. You know how crazy that is, right? It is what it is. I learned my lesson, and that whenever I have that inkling of a burnout coming, I typically just do something else that makes me happy. And I think that's partly the reason why I want to just record, document things right now. Not just right now, but just start, is because there's another avenue for me to express my ideas is just by talking to you guys and just editing videos, because I do think that that's very fun. It's just a small warning to anyone that wants to do something like this. It's not that easy. And I just wish that people in social media don't romanticize this business, you know, because it's fucking hard, man. It's fucking hard. Hopefully, like, the 1 or 2 viewers that reach to this part of the video that actually like relates to this or finds this like advice useful, hopefully you take it into heart. Okay, so sorry, I was gone for like a couple of hours. Just got some really good news. I can't really share it to you guys just yet, but last minute I decided to put a lot of carbon copy stuff on discount plus another 4% discount on top. So basically I want to like literally clear out all of this, all of it. Everything must go. So if you guys see this video, I think it's probably too late. Most things will be sold, but check this out. This is crazy. This is the most amount of people that I've ever seen on my website. I mean, makes sense because everything's literally like, I'm literally selling everything at cost. But yeah, I can't say much, but I'm just a bit frazzled right now. Actually, a bit scared, anxious, for sure. I don't know what else to say because this is a very like, without getting into much of the context of this, yeah, there's a really big gamble that I'm hoping that it will pay off. I do think it will, but yeah, everything must go, which is kind of crazy. I've never had this very big discount on any of my products, especially for carbon copy, but hopefully, all I can say is that the future me will be proud to watch this video, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 years from now and say, yeah, I did the best decision of my life and not a blunder, right? Because yeah, for the last 3 years, carbon copy has been like the thing that like keeps the lights on, not even Resurgence, right? Which is very crazy to hear or to say, but yeah, so now like my biggest thing that provides money for me, I am literally like, not necessarily scorching it to the ground, but more so like revamping it in a way that it'll potentially make more money in the future. Is scary because if this doesn't work out, then I'll just be, I'll just be poorer for sure. I'll be more stressed because like, oh shit, now I have to like
make more money to pay the bills. I mean, this warehouse costs like quite a bit, and I am paying for my parents' house's mortgage, right? Paying for my car too, health insurance, all this stuff. So it's quite scary, but for sure, like at the very least, like once everything is sold out from this warehouse, definitely that'll be enough money for me to be able to, at the very least, sustain myself for a year of not doing anything. But of course, like, that's not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's just a lot of thoughts running through my brain. I mean, like, I literally just sent out the Discord notification. I just sent out the email, SMS about this discount thing. I told my my advertising team to ramp up the ads and just make sure that everything just is out as soon as possible and just go break even. And actually, fuck, I have to send them an email about like the profit and like the numbers for all the jackets, just so they know how much they're able to like run the ads without like losing money, or at the very least like break even, right? Okay, so I just got home, so I cut off the video quite early. I just went out with a friend, you know, for dinner, and yeah, just like things, crazy day today. I thought it was just gonna be, you know, a normal day to design stuff, but you know, with some use, I had to like do a lot of switch ups, right? In terms of like with carbon copy and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a very eventful day. I am anxious, I am excited, I am nervous, but I think we're in the right path, in terms of like me doing all these like crazy business decisions in a whim, right? But yeah, tomorrow for sure, we'll go back to the warehouse. I'll be packing all the orders. Yeah, we'll be packing all the orders. And thank you, everyone that copped from that surprise discount warehouse sale thing with carbon copy. I appreciate every single one of you guys for that, right? But yeah, I think for now I'm gonna sign off. I need some time to just, you know, process all the information, you know, all the brand stuff that I need to like figure out, right? I can't really say much about it because it's under NDA, but yeah, just know that good things are coming. I am very hopeful on that. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.